symptoms and making headlines with her many visits to doctors across the East Coast, Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans came to the show hoping to get some answers about what might be going on with her health. We sent her to two specialists here in LA just this past week, endocrinologist Dr. Joseph Pinzone and OBGYN Dr. Peter Weiss, who now join us. And so, Doc, since both of you did thorough exams, analysis, I'm just going to throw the ball in your court in terms of what you think might be going on and what you found.
Okay, well, whenever you have a medical mystery and it has myriad symptoms, it's typically a substance that can be an endogenous substance in your body, or I think in Janelle's case, an exogenous substance. And I think both of us came to the conclusion that it's in fact the birth control pills that you're taking now. And I think we have good evidence of why we're saying that.
Right, and I think the simplest thing to do really is to stop the pill. And when you stop the pill, you let the levels come back to where it would be normal. Part of the problem that you had in the past when they checked the estrogen level, when you're on the pill, it artificially lowers your own endogenous estrogen and hormones, so you're really measuring the birth control. So it sort of led you down the wrong path.
And just so everyone knows, endogenous, that's something that is created within your body. Exogenous, that's something you're taking.
And I mean, I have to ask you, in terms of stopping the pill, are you planning any other pregnancies? Do you want to have any other babies?
No, I definitely, well, maybe later on, like a year or two from now, when I want to buy a house and, get settled down and stuff like that. Because right now I'm in a neighborhood that's just kind of, we're all stuck together and in each other's business. So, when I settle down and stuff, yeah, maybe then, but not anytime soon.
And one thing I'd like to add to this is something that when we all went to medical school, we did not talk about, and that's the mind-body connection. And it sounds like after these thorough evaluations, there very well could be this medical cause. But having said all of that, you kept saying anxiety over and over again. Mm-hmm. In medicine, it's often cart before the horse. So you've been dealing with all these medical issues, which leads to anxiety, which can worsen medical symptoms, can lead to more anxiety. But the fact is, you've been feeling a lot of anxiety. So I personally also think, and I don't know if docs you agree, that getting some counseling just to clear your head because of how much anxiety this has caused, would you agree that would be beneficial?
What happens with anxiety is it sort of steamrolls and it gets worse and worse. And when you do go to a therapist or someone to talk to, they just give you the tool sets to deal with that. It doesn't mean that there's not an underlying problem, and there is. So you just need to have the ability to deal with the anxiety and the other issues.
And in this case, there's in fact two sets of substances that are going on. One that's been added, another one that's been taken away. So the taking away of the marijuana may certainly have some effects. I mean, it has potentially harmful effects itself, but not having that combined with pretty recently having switched birth control pills. And there was an amazing experiment that was done inadvertently by you, just exploring what kind of birth control pills. You were first on Nexplanon, which is a progestin. And on that, you got acne and mood swings. So we know that component doesn't agree with it. Next, you immediately started the Jenelle, which is a combination of estrogen and a different progestin. You had mood swings, anxiety, and then also bleeding, which was likely you didn't quite make it to the period. You didn't have a period, and they thought maybe you had a pituitary problem. The FSH, LH, pituitary hormones were normal, so you don't have early menopause, and you did have milk secretion from the breast, likely from priming at your age with this new set of hormones that you were not used to, and the prolactin, thankfully, was normal, so you don't have it too much.
So, Jenelle, the other take-home, and I think very important for our viewers out there, because we certainly in OBGYN hear this all the time, birth control pills, while they are the same basic hormones your own body makes, in my opinion, medically, they are not one size fits all. And they do need to be individualized. And Dr. Weiss and I, we can choose from 30, 40, 50 different doses and combinations. And it may be just a matter of finding one that's right for you, or it may be that you need to consider another form of contraception. But this is where, an ongoing relationship with a good provider is so, so important. And as Travis said, and I echo this, and I can't emphasize this enough, it's not like you can only have one thing going on. So yes, you can have some hormonal issues. You can also have some withdrawal issues. You can also have anxiety. I mean, unfortunately, we can see a lot of
things.
things.
Throw this out there. We reached out to Casella Center for Counseling. They're in your hometown. And they're willing to offer you 6 months, free visit every single week, just to talk through.
I would recommend.
So, Jenelle, hearing all this, what are you thinking?
I think it's a very good thing, like you said earlier, that, even though all the tests came back normal, it's important to eliminate all your symptoms. And, with them saying, let's take you off the birth control pill and see if it goes away. And I think it's very, very important that I I should do that because that's the only thing it seems like that's pointing, all the fingers to. But other than that, I'm not really about getting pregnant again anytime soon because me and my boyfriend, we've already discussed, well, if this is the problem, what are we going to do? And we talked about different methods and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think I'm happy and just see what's going to happen.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Obviously, thank you so much for evaluating Jenelle. You can check out Jenelle on the season 7 premiere of MTV's Teen Mom 2, Monday, March 21st. Stick around. Coming up.